Hello, I'm Billy Scott. I've been fishing all over Scotland since I was a wee boy. I caught my first fish, I think I was about 7 years age. It was a wee perch at a local loch where I was brought up on the west coast of Scotland. And I've basically been hooked on fishing ever since. I'm at the tender age of 57 years old, and I can't get enough of it. It's my drug, it's my buzz, it's my adrenaline buzz. I tied my first fly. That's it. There's a wee bit of a story to that one. My wife bought me a fly tying kit for my 40th birthday, and it was a Benyards fly tying kit because I used to buy flies all the time, but I decided to tie my own flies just to see how I went, you know. And my first flies, they were like budgies, you know what I mean. I'm sure the fish actually looked up at me like, what's that up there? You know, I'm not going to look at that. That doesn't look like a size 16 hopper. But my wife, as I said, she's got to take the credit for my first fly tying episode, to say the least. So I would say it's my good lady, but I was 40-year-old and I've been tying flies for about 17 years now. My most memorable fish, it's more like the story of the one that gets away, innit? They're the ones that always haunt you, but early years, I had a skate at 198 pounds. That was on the fly rod. That was at Oban. I've had a carp at 28 pounds. That was on the fly. It was only a few pounds short of the Scottish record at the time. I've had salmon up to 18 pun. My heaviest wild brown trout was round about the £5 mark. That was for a river up here in Aberdeenshire on the River Don many years ago. And my personal best sea trout that came last year, that was £7. And I caught it off this beautiful estuary here. I'm self-taught, but I used to, and I still do, I watched David McPhail on YouTube. I actually got very friendly with Davey now over the years. Davey's been a massive influence in my fly tying. Anything I'm unsure of, I give Davey a wee message, and he's an absolute gentleman, and he always tries to help you. You know, there's nothing he'll no do to try and help you. So Davey's been my influence in fly tying. I just love to get out into the countryside. It doesn't matter where it is. I've fished all over the UK, from Sutherland, the north coast up in the Kyle of Durness, the Kyle of Tongue, to down at Christchurch at the bottom of England. I fished in Wales. I can't get enough of it. It means I just love getting out into the wild and the fresh air and exploring new places, and just basically taking in the scenery and the wildlife. I absolutely love it. I can't get enough of it. It's like a drug to me, but a good drug. You know, it's a life drug, you know, and it's all about connecting with nature. It was a few years ago. Basically, I just started tying flies, and as people are aware of social media, etc., etc., people start to ask you questions about your flies, etc. Then people ask you to tie some flies, tie a wee bit of this, a wee bit of that, and then it basically just gradually got it built on for there, and then I got asked by a few different people I'd like to promote some of their materials. One notably Ahrex Hooks for Denmark. Morten Valor kindly asked me if I would like to promote his hooks for him. I thought long and hard about it, and then I decided to take it on board, and it's one of the best things I've ever done, because the guys in Ahrex Hooks over in Denmark have been absolutely fabulous with me. They've supported me through thick and thin for a right number of years now, and I can't thank you guys enough. I've also got another couple of sponsors as well. One of them, a guy Flyfishing UK, who promote a lot of top brands like Sage, Vision, Loon Outdoors, Golf, Rio, you know. The guide company has got a lot of other companies underneath their umbrella type thing, and I've got another couple of sponsors, Celtic Blob for Wales, Blob and Buzzer for Northern Ireland. So I've been very fortunate to be asked to promote these materials through different sponsorships through the years. I learnt this off an old gentleman up here, a good friend of mine. He's a gilly up here, George Mooney's his name. And George he'll no thank me for telling him he's no 21 anymore. But George says you never stop learning at this game. And that's so true. When you think you've nailed it, it just comes back and it bites you in the bum. So what I hope to achieve in the future is just keep doing what I'm doing, and try and get better at what you're doing. No for any self-egos or anything like that, but just to try and fine-tune your game. And if there's anybody out there that's needing a hand or wanting to learn, or just basically pass on knowledge that you've gained over the years to try and help others into this brilliant sport. I've got a few wee things in my bucket list I'd love to do. I'm hoping to go to America next year, to the Snake River. And I'm hoping to go and fish in Denmark as well next year. With the guys for Ahrex, I've been kindly invited over there, so that's on the bucket list. And if I win the lottery, I maybe get to Argentina for the Holy Grail. Or I'll need to save my pennies, so I'll need to stop buying fancy kit, tackle tart stuff, you know. But other than that, it's just keep doing what I'm doing, and God willing, I'll be here to tell the tale. I've got a couple of patterns, but obviously it's like anything else at in the fishing world. You know, that's one thing that the fishing world has got. We've got our own wee secret patterns. I've gave a few of my patterns out because they were catching fish. Excuse me, and obviously I like to see people catching fish. So I've gave a few of my patterns out. Shannon's Terror, Robbie's Terror. Shannon's is named after my daughter. Robbie's Terror's named after my wee grandson. There's a fly called the Seasalter as well. It's a bait fish pattern. I believe I slipped it to yourself, big man, which works very well. So there's a few patterns out there that are catching fish now, and other people are starting to tie them, and they're catching fish all over the world now, which is it's good to hear that other people are catching fish on the flies that you sat in a wee room one night and in a winter month in January or something. So aye, there's another wee secret one of mine. I've just, the cat's out the bag on this one. We're going to be doing a wee video which will be on YouTube shortly, and it's based on the sandstorm and the storm fry. The sandstorm was tied by a Danish gentleman, Alan Overgaard, and the storm fry was originally tied by a gentleman in Scotland whose name just slips me at this time, but I'll include that in the link. So basically I've just put the two flies together, hedging your bets, a bit of materials for the sandstorm, a bit of material for the storm fry. Put the two of them together and it works a treat. That wee fly, like, it's just like a wee bait fish sand eel type thing, but that works very well. If anybody's want to get into saltwater fly fishing, the number one thing that I can't stress enough is you've got to keep yourself safe. You know, it may be a beautiful place with beautiful surroundings, but remember you're fishing in dangerous places, and always do your homework and your due diligence before you go into these places. Never do it alone. I've been caught out a few times myself over the years, you know, and it can be scary. So always do your homework and don't take any chances, especially in estuaries or coastal areas, you know, because it doesn't matter. No fish, be it a personal best or a fish of a lifetime, is worth your life. So, and always tell people where you're going so they know where you're going, just in case you do get into a bit of trouble. But other than that, just have fun, get out there and do it, and try your best, catch fish and enjoy yourself, have fun. That's what it's all about. This is a poem that was written for me by a gentleman called Thomas Lomond, who was a company sergeant major in the King's Own Scottish Borderers, and the poem's called A Happy Man. Like the dunes across Arabia, the marks upon the shore, inhabited by lonely cries, made rarer evermore. I walk across the history, laid bare by tidal sea. I'm off to hunt the silver trout, a happy man is me. For Billy Scott.
Come catch a feeling, it's electrifying me. Eyes wide open, I'm dreaming. Free falling, baby, awake before I'm down. Free falling, baby. Come and touch me, baby. I need to be loved. And come to hold your feet.